Hello, fellow brand ambassadors, and of course, new people in the house. Thank you once again for joining. My name is Comfort Confo, and this is Empowerment Talks. And of course, I never do it by myself because she is always there. Sis, what's your name, please?
Olufunmilayo Williams, Fumi Williams,
Fumilayo Williams. So
Olufunmilayo Williams,
let's just do Funmi Williams for the
Fumi
sake of
Williams. Yes,
yes, please.
everybody should
So
do Fumi Williams. That's my
yes,
official
so
name.
like I just said, this is empowerment platform, this is empowerment talk, and of course, if you are new here, this is especially for you. So what situation are you in? What do you think about helping people? What do you think about loved ones, people you just see on the road, on the street, and you think that you would have loved to do something for them? On the one hand, you don't have the finances. On the other hand, you don't have the time. Sometimes you have the time, you don't have the money. Sometimes you have the money, you don't have the time, and so on.
Mm.
And we are bringing you good news in the sense that Unpassive offers you everything, every tool, everything you need to be of help to your community. So this is another answer to the question, why Unpassive? We are series number 4, which says today that we are here to tell you Unpassive's mission is to uplift humanity. Sister, over to you, please.
Yes, our CEO said something which as I've kept in my heart for a long time, and I'll keep, thinking on it. He said, if man does not find, he said there's too much poverty, that he traveled, looked at so many countries, and you see that the number of people that are actually living in poverty is more than the number of people that actually live, is virtually almost everybody in the world. So you have only probably like a 1% of people that are getting rich and getting richer and getting richer. And he said he looked at it and thought, oh my goodness, that, and it's not as if there's not enough to go round everybody in the world. There is. Said, but one thing came to him and said, what came to his mind was that, look, if man does not find a way of eradicating poverty, then poverty is definitely at this rate going to, eradicate man. He said, and God put
That,
in his
that, that
heart,
sounds that sounds scary, doesn't it?
it look at it, Comfort, it's not scary. It sounds scary, but if you look at it, how many children are dying for little things? How many children are dying and over food, which should be basic necessity, which should not even be happening at all, and it is true. Before you know, a child comes to life, they've not even, before they could say they're dead because of
Mhm.
something little that could have been dealt with. So he said God told him that, look, he put in his heart, he loved Mother Teresa so much. And he looked at Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was able to do a lot of things, but she didn't have enough money, enough
Mhm.
resources to carry out those things. He said he now thought that what will it be like to have 1,000,000 Mother Teresas? Because he cannot fulfill that dream all by
Mhm.
himself. He cannot go all over the whole world to fulfill that dream. But if he had people from all over the world come into Unpassive, and then he shares his dream, his purpose with them, then he will have 1,000,000 Mother Teresas to go out there and not just fill their tanks, but also help to become another Mother Teresa to someone else. And then as they
Mhm.
pick that person does the same thing. So it has a ripple effect, a domino, not backwards one, but forward one, not a
Mhm.
negative, domino. So that is where, that's what brought our CEO into this, sphere of things. You understand? And for many of us that came in, some of us came in because if you notice, most of us back that have families, friends, relations back in
Mhm.
Africa, we do a lot. There's no,
Right.
go and meet an African that you
I,
will
I
know
think I
that we
think I'm I
do a
think
lot.
I'm a living testimony from what you know, sis. Yeah, let's not even go far,
Mm.
guys. Thank you again for joining. And this we just say we dedicate this especially to those who don't know about Unpassive yet. So if we can, let's share to friends and neighbors and whoever needs to hear this, guys, because The truth is, there is a massive, humongous ecosystem hanging there at the Unpassive ecosystem with state-of-the-art IT products. We are 5 years ahead of the game because all our products are built from scratch with artificial intelligence. Why is Mr. Mufare sharing this with people? Nobody does this. We have seen companies come and go, but nobody has ever said, guys, come and be part of this. Come, just hop in and then share this. His reason for doing this is to uplift humanity, like we said before. Like my sister Fumi says, we know what is happening because we see it every day. You walk on the street, anywhere you are, you meet a human being that you feel that I wish I could help, but then you can't because you need help, even your own self, right? We just want to go really to practical examples. Listen, I joined Unpassive reluctantly in June 2020. But the moment the light bulb came on, I was like, oh, I think this is what I've been looking for. And I didn't know it was here because I come from the former British Southern Cameroons where since 2017 till now, as I speak, there is war. Don't ask me, we don't need to discuss what is the cause of the war, but look at the woman like yourself and the children like yours. Children are sleeping in bushes. Women are using moss plants, grass for pads, for hygienic pads. People are suffering. People commit suicide because they live in the refugee camps and they don't have food to eat. Listen, but then other people live in affluence. They live in more than plenty. That is what makes Mr. Mufare weep. If you ask for his life, he's a very busy person. But when he has time, he goes out there on the street to do something good to someone. Listen, before Unpassive came, we used to stay on Facebook for hours upon hours upon hours, pleading for people to help us just raise anything so that we can buy basic needs like food, like pieces of cloth for young girls to use as sanitary pads so that they don't use grass. We never made anything. Sometimes we'll go for up to a week, going out for hours every day. We could not make even $1,000. But then we have over 2 million people suffering in refugee camps in Nigeria. Listen, so when I found Unpassive, I said, oh, I thought I was coming here for money, but then I found solution for something that will finally make my people smile. Even though they live in another man's country, let them at least have a roof over their heads. Let them at least have food. Let the children at least have a life. Let a woman feel like me, So here is the time because, like Sister Fumi says, Mr. Mufare says, Mother Teresa was a good woman. She was a nice person, was a sweetheart, but then she did not have money. Today, we are going to be empowered with anything you need. First of all, you will be fine and you are empowered enough and made ready enough to come with me, guys. I am using myself as an example because we have an example to pick on. I know that there are cases all over the world, all over the place. And we are here. We are ready just to go. I am preparing my boots. I'm preparing my shoes because I can't wait to watch my people smile. I can't wait to see little children. Children are being born in the bushes and they die every day. They born a baby and they lay on the grass and a snake stings the baby and they die. That is what people are going through and it's real. So here is the solution. If you can sit, if you've been bothering about this and you did not know where to go left, right, front and back, have a look. Just draw closer to us. Ask us more questions if you want. Drop a question in the comment section or you click the link there if you want to go into our ecosystem and have a look at our free products and have everything that we have to empower you so that you can go uplift humanity and all that is going to be the whole thing that we are talking about. So sis, I don't know if you have something to add to this, please.
I was just going to say that as much as you have shared, it's good they're hearing it from you so that they have an understanding of why some of us came into Unpassive and then now it's like, ooh, the light bulb is even shining even bigger because that means, look at it, help will be on a bigger scale. What we are doing at the moment sometimes is giving them fish. But with Unpassive, what we
Yes.
can do is help them to go fishing. You understand? They need to, reserve their own dignity, preserve their own respect, self-respect, such that they can fend for their families. If it's someone that is a farmer, they can farm and do their farming on a bigger scale, have what they need to make that farming business thrive, and then thrive to be able to for them to be able to provide for their family, and even to be a blessing within their community to another family. And that is the
Yes.
ripple effect of what we get when we come into Unpassive.
Mm-hmm. I know. I just like this. I think that Kingsley needs to visit us here because I've been monitoring his comments and his contributions. If you're at home, you need to fix your data. You can't sit here your story with us, right? He
Yes.
says the difference between Unpassive and others is that Unpassive gives you the tools and helps you to succeed. I think that's
Yes.
just what Sister Fumi was saying. In other
Yeah.
words, because gone are the days of handouts. We are not preparing here to go and distribute rice and salt to families. We are going to uplift them to the level of being self-sufficient, self-reliant, that they have a roof of theirs over their own heads. They have businesses of their own that they run by themselves, and they pay the tuition fee for their children without waiting for help from us again. That, oh my God, when this rice runs out, we are going to be in need again. Gone are those days. We have the tools, we have the services, we have the valuable stuff that we need all to equip the people living on the street, the people in the refugee camps, the internally displaced persons. We have all sorts of people going through all kinds of situations. Elderly people living by themselves, just needing someone to fetch water and give them. I always like this picture too, apart from my suffering people. I'm just like, listen, you know what it means? Just create this recreational place, or this place for elderly people to meet there every day, morning, afternoon, evening,
They
and
can
get
even
some
have
hefty.
breakfast.
Yes, of course, they get some hefty young people in the morning, prepare them breakfast, feed them, get water for them to wash, give them clean clothes to wear, you tidy up, and then they go wherever they go, walk around, come back, meet there and have lunch, supper and stuff like that. You know what that means? We are
Mm.
saying, because like my brother says, you have all of the tools that will equip and empower you to go do that. So what else if you don't want to try? Give it a try. No harm in trying. You don't pay anything in clicking on the link and having a look, walking these beautiful streets of the Unpassive ecosystem. Sis.
Oh, that is, you've said it. You've said it. I mean, you nailed it there, because at the end of the day, this is not just about yourself. If you are here to satisfy self, that's fine, but make sure
Mhm.
beyond satisfying self, the dream and the vision here is for you to not just satisfy yourself, but to go ahead and then be a blessing to someone else. We cannot eradicate poverty in the whole of the world, but you
Yes,
can bless the life of someone next to you. If someone
just
that you
simple.
bless, exactly, just picks someone else too, when they are blessed and bless
Mhm.
someone else, I'm telling you, the world will be a better place, and you will have things like children dying because of just typhoid,
Mhm.
malaria, and dying because of malnutrition in this day and age. We all say, oh, 20 this century, 20, 26. Let me tell you, 21st or 22nd century, it does not know poverty. It does not
Yeah.
know malnutrition. Malnutrition comes everywhere. People think
Mhm.
that even in the United Kingdom, there are children that are going onto the border of being impoverished. And then
Mhm.
not just that, but also having malnutrition, because what is expensive is probably what will be beneficial for their body, but what is
Exactly.
cheap is what is not beneficial to their body.
I think we
So
know we know what you're talking about. I just like
mm,
when you say that, because I'm going back to the point you just made. Like Ash likes this
mm,
statement. You
mm.
cannot change the whole world, but you can change somebody's wealth, somebody's world. So just changing the world of one person. So forget about home, because that is a done deal. About my family, my people back in the refugee camps and the IDPs and stuff, it's a done deal. This is how my mindset has been transformed after I joined Unpassive. I now think about any refugee anywhere in the world. I now think about IDPs anywhere in the world, because I am capable of stretching that far. because I am a living example. I know what our children are going through. I know what young girls in my country are going through. So if I visit anywhere in the world, the first question I will ask, are there by chance any refugees living in this country? If the answer is yes, that is where I do the first stop, just to meet with them, to chat with them. And from there, I will call you live to say, chip in just $1. It will go a long way, a very long way, to just make somebody smile. Keep that aside. Obviously, I am African. I live in this country. When it's winter, I'm just like, I get really tortured. I'm just like, God, listen, I can't, even in spring, I'm already freezing. But in winter, when you watch that man lying under the bridge, you're like, God, how do they see the next minute and the next one and the next one? We cannot collect all of those people on the street and bring them back home. Imagine that you succeed, you take just one person from under the bridge, say, what are you doing here? Would you like a place, like a roof over your head and a bed to lie on? And they say yes, and you do that. And then you take them to rehabilitation to get to normal again and have a life. Do you think, listen, this is what Mr. Mufara is talking about. That's why he hates the language of money, because what would make you happy is just the fact that you have given a life to a human being who thought that it was all lost. We have the tools, we have the services, we have everything we need to do that. So guys, do not waste any time. Ask us questions. If you want to be that person, if you are that kind of a person and you've been struggling, the time is now and here. Ask us what you can do to be part of this and get excited and get your boots and shoes ready to walk the streets of anywhere, just to go change lives and put a smile on somebody's face, especially that person you don't know at all. That's the sweetest part of it. You make them smiling, you are sure they're happy, and you go, and that's it. You will never see them again, but rest assured they are happy. What next, sis?
You just brought went straight to the point I was trying to go, that you see there's a lot of work to be done in that area, as we have all come in, whether it's India, whether it's Africa, whether it's US, wherever it is, whether it's Papua New Guinea, wherever it is, you need to start getting your boots ready, your walking boots and your
Right.
jeans trouser, because there's a lot to be done. So that brings us to where we call that platform that we call Oh Bless.
All
Okay?
right.
Oh Bless. I want to talk about Oh Bless. First and foremost, Oh Bless is not just Oh Bless, but Oh Bless is also a crowdfunding platform that does
Mm-hmm.
not take any commission or anything from the money. So take, for example, my sister here, Comfort, and myself, we've said, oh, we're going to Nigeria, we're going to see the refugees there. Everybody gives in one pound, or $1, or whatever it is, assuming it comes to like 1,000. All the ones that we have now, if we say 1,000, they will take 30% off it, of that 1,000. But with
Mm-hmm.
Ompassive or Blessed platform, crowdfunding platform, you get 100% of that $1,000 or pounds or whatever it is. So nothing is taken out of it. See, that is our CEO not just giving value, but also thinking about humanitarian purposes, because they've taken the cost of whatever it is that needs to be done as relating to the platform itself, crowdfunding platform itself, as their own expense. So you will not be paying anything. So if people contribute 1,000 pounds for your course, for the course that you've put on Oh Bless, then the 1,000 pounds totally, or dollars, goes straight for that course. They are not going to be deducting anything from it. But don't forget, your course on this needs to be well verified. They are going to verify that. You understand
Mm-hmm.
me? So you cannot just come there and say cock and bull story. There's no cock and bull story. You understand
Right.
me? It needs to be
I know.
verified,
Yes,
Let me
exactly.
leave.
Since, yeah, I'm just happy you brought All Bless up, because this takes us back to the topic we had the other day, telling people that why they should choose Unpassive, because it is the correction to the corruption, right? All Bless as it is, we have
Yes.
seen crowdfunding platforms come and go. They are still here though. They have not gone. They are
Yes.
here. Thank you for all you've been doing up till now that we have All Bless, right? Because what I've learned, I've never personally organized any one of those, but I hear that you don't have a balance sheet, like you say, this is how much came in and this is how much is going out. All you
They
know
only
is that
have,
they will tell you, yes, you don't see
they
the
only,
source. You don't, yes,
no, no, no,
yes.
you don't.
But then with Unpassive, they will tell you that this is how much came in and this. But then other ones, for example, what they do is they take 30% off. For example, I am raising funds to put a roof over this widow with 5 children living under the tree on a hut that's leaking. I need about $3,000. When I struggle and ask for people to contribute, it goes up to $1,000. You take $300 off and I'm left with $700 and I need 2,300 more to add to it. That is what Mr. Mufare says. No, we are giving it out because this company was built to uplift humanity. The reason for which the poorest person on planet Earth has a place in Unpassive. The richest has a place and everybody stands on the same platform, on the same platform. I don't know how to call it, podium. Just call it any name. I know
It's
we know what I'm saying.
level ground, level
Yes,
ground.
so this is empowerment par excellence. You know what Mr. Mufare says is he is just happy to multiply these Mother Teresa's and send them to the ends of the world. And he gives you this total freedom to do that thing that your heart is telling you to do. Because many people watching this, if we can, please let's share this video to go viral. There are many people who are just being tortured, watching people suffering, and they can't help because they cannot afford either time or finances or resources or both, right? Here is the opportunity. Ash says, take this time and everything you need. Do that thing that your heart is burning you, that you have sleepless nights every night that you want to do and you can't because you can't afford. It is here. So go for it. And if you can, click on the link, have a look. Just go around, have a look, then you come back with more questions that I saw this and that. What does it mean? Because it's difficult to explain or paint a picture of what the ecosystem is. It is massive, it's huge, it has anything, everything anybody needs. So go for it and give yourself that fulfillment. Because life, happiness has nothing to do with money. Fulfillment has nothing to do with money. It has to do with being happy. And the thing that makes you happy is when you make somebody happy. The thing that makes you happy is when you watch a sad baby smile. Sister Fumi, listen, in our group, Southern Cameroon's community, where I tell you we take care of our refugees, we have a group where we've been contributing 20 pounds every month for the past 3 to 4 years. We have treated children with sepsis, blood poisoning. Children have come with sepsis and we have treated them. You will see a child thinking that they're dying the next minute, and the next moment, after a couple of weeks, pictures come and the children look. It makes us so happy. Sometimes we really weep. We say, oh my God, because of just 20 pounds, it went this far. This is how much, so people who are able to sacrifice 20 pounds now, the time is now for you because you will sit there and empower even many, many, many more children. You will not only treat that child with sepsis, you ask the mom, what can I do for you so that you can stand on your feet? Is that seeking, is that saying anything to anybody? And if you are that person, you have the opening here, you have the opportunity here, go for it, visit our ecosystem, ask us questions, or you ask the questions here on the chat, or you contact us anyhow you can, such that we get this sorted and we make many, many, many more Mother Teresa's and make this happen. Sis, I think we should be rounding up by now. You're unmuting yourself like forever.
Okay. I was going to say that, but I also wanted to give people the picture of a 1 million Mother Teresa's. A
Right.
cost comes up and each person gives $1. We are not asking you to even give so much.
Effortlessly,
Assuming
yes.
a
Yeah.
probability, effortlessly, you give
Mm-hmm.
$1 out of whatever it is that you have. Can you imagine what it will do that will go a long way, not to go get someone to go to fish, give someone fish, but go a long way to sort out a family such that to an extent where they can go fishing for themselves depending
Yep.
on what their needs are. It's very, very important. Look at we have the power, you understand me, of the community that we have within
Right.
Unpassive, the family that we have. That
Mm-hmm.
power is there. So if everybody gives $1, that course, for whatever course it is going to go a long way to get someone's life in order and be a blessing to someone and generations. And they, you see, the fact that they open their mouth and give praise to God and bless God,
Mhm.
that is more than enough. I think I'll leave
Right.
it there.
Indeed, indeed. See, so we don't want to give out so much information, but if you have questions, you want to know more, how you can be part of this, drop us questions on the chat section. If you want to go private, message any of us or most, if not everybody chatting here. They know what to do and how to help, guys. If you share this video, don't just let people watch. Just kindly help them by sharing the link to the ecosystem with them so that they can have a look and see where to start from. And when they need help, let them help them explain everything, answer their questions, or why not bring them over, send the questions to us, and we will come back with a session here just to answer them. This movement is real. Be a Mother Teresa. Join us and let's get excited together in changing lives. So, sis, I don't know if you have any other thing.
Last thing is, if you have anybody that wants to hear more, please bring them to this program, whether on Facebook, whether on YouTube, at Monday to Friday, we'll have this program. We're not here tomorrow and on Sunday, or
Mhm.
in the evenings, so that they can come and hear and even ask their questions personally if they want to.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think
So
that's
thank you.
it.
Sis. Yeah. So on this note, we are closing with that on passive, as we have been trying to explain to you, is a very, very ethical company and stuff. And so you don't do anything without this to security and compliance. So if you would like to be educated about this, join us in the evening at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which is 9 p.m. here in the United Kingdom. Collins and Oliver will be talking to us about compliance and security. So if you have any of those questions, whether you are whether you are an affiliate or not, whether you are already part of Unpassive or not, come over and hear so that you know what next you want to do. So join us on the same channel. If you are watching on the on Facebook, go ahead and follow us, follow us, because we'll be here almost on daily basis. So at least once every day, we are going to be here just passing out as much information as we can. This is a movement. It is real. Join in. Let's work it together. Thank you. Much love and see you again
Thank
really
you.
soon. Thank you
Bye.
guys. Bye.
Bye.